Welcome back to Live at 5 on this first Wednesday of the new year. We'll be joined by Dave Newman from the Hearing Connection. How you doing, Dave?
Good, how are you?
Happy New Year.
Chilly out.
Yeah, good.
Happy New Year.
You bet. Good seeing you. Now, as we get into the new year, folks want to make lots of changes, of course. For some, maybe they're saying this is going to be the year I'm going to hear better. That they make that commitment that they're going to do something about a problem they've had for a long time. They've just kind of pushed it off to the side.
Absolutely. So what happens typically is people procrastinate 7 to 10 years and before they actually do something about it. And really getting hearing aids for the first time, you really have to have a good attitude going into this. So really you have to get your mind wrapped around saying, okay, I'm going to make a commitment. Well, a lot of the advertising on television basically says here like you never heard before, but typically getting older as we age, nothing's perfect. Hearing aids are not perfect. First thing I tell my patient is hearing technology is not perfect. So you're not going to get your hearing back to normal. So you have to be patient and you have to get your head wrapped around it that it's definitely going to hear better, but you have to have the right attitude when you're going into this approach. So if you have your sets way high, you really got to have good expectations. And that's what I really try to do is counsel my patients and say, hearing aids are definitely going to help you hear better, but it's not going to be turning back the clock 30 years ago like you used to hear.
Well, you mentioned the advertisements on TV, and whether it be for hearing or anything else, these are cure-alls that are just magic and will make things all just right. But like you said, you have to temper your expectations a little bit. And for some folks who have been hesitant to go this route over a while, that some coaching, I guess, is good help.
Absolutely. And that's probably about half of what I do, maybe even more than that, is just counsel my patients on how to basically perceive the hearing aids and get them through that. And usually we do a pretty good job and we have a very good success rate of being able to coach those people through those challenging times. But there's no doubt that the hearing aids do help. And a lot of times it's just not a flick of the button. And you're like, oh my gosh, it takes about 30 days of rehab of your brain acclimating to the hearing aids.
At the same time, as technology has changed so dramatically, you don't have those big boxes on your ears anymore.
No, almost all the hearing aids I have now are rechargeable. You don't have to mess with the batteries. The technology is amazing. A lot of them are Bluetooth technology where they hook up to your smartphone. It's a very, very useful tool.
All right. Well, if this is the time for folks to make that commitment to hearing better, how can they reach you at the Hearing Connection?
Probably the easiest way to do that, you can give us a call at 816-273-0074. But if you can't remember the phone number, just look us up, Google us on the Hearing Connection, and we'll pop up.
You got it. Dave Newman from the Hearing Connection. This is the year that people are going to hear better.
There you go. Thanks, Alan.
I appreciate it. Thanks for joining us today, and Happy New Year once again.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Stay with us. We've got more Live at 5 coming up after the break.